Good morning, students. Hope you'll be fine at your respective places. In continuation to the last topic, we were studying this seed and its types, and we have discussed the structure of the dicot seeds. And today we are going to discuss the structure of monocot seed, and we will discuss both types. That is the endospermic seed, endospermic monocot seed, and non-endospermic spermic monocot seed. Now, first let us try to discuss the structure of this endospermic monocot seed. We will give you the example of this type. For example, we have got the maize, we have got the rice, we have got the wheat, etc. And we will try to discuss two, three structures, for example, this maize and grain. Now, in case of maize, we cannot write the seed, we write the grain, rice grain, wheat grain, etc. What do we mean by the grain? If you recall the videos when we were discussing this status of the fruits, वहाँ पर हमने ये कहा था we have got the one that is called as the calypso, where we will see that in the grain that the seed coat and the fruit wall, that is the pericarp, they get fused with each other. That is seed coat and pericarp or fruit wall, they get fused with each other, caryopsis, and that's a type of the seed. When we are going to discuss this grain, so this grain is simply the caryopsis or grain in which we will see seed coat and the pericarp, they are fused together. Now when we draw the diagram of this maize grain, what we will see, when we draw the diagram of this, here we will see no test or tegmen is no two different layers of the seed coat is found, but we can simply call it that is the grain. These two are fused together. The seed coat and pericarp, they are fused together. It is the grain which is called as the caryopsis. Now here we will see there are the two partitions. One is bigger side, another one is somewhat smaller in size. The partition जो है, it is mainly made up of epithelial cells. This partition जो है, which divides this bigger part and the smaller part, what is this? It is mainly epithelial cells. Epithelial cells. Now अब जो ये वाला है, दिस बिगर पार्ट, इसके जो वॉल जो है, that it is, there is the wall on the boundary of this, what we will call this is called as the aleurone layer. This is the aleurone layer, and this aleurone layer is mainly aleurone layer which is proteinaceous in nature. So this is the aleurone in this endospermic part. And बीच में हम क्या देखते हैं? This dotted structure, what this cross structure what I have made, it is the starch. So in case of this maize, we have got the reserve food material. There are the two. एक हमारे पास प्रोटीन है, second is the starch. Now this is this endosperm part, which is the bigger part. Now जो ये वाला part है, this smaller part, it is mainly this embryo. Embryo में हम क्या देखते हैं? That there is this embryonic axis. then what we will see here, embryonic axis is there. What we will see, जो cotyledon यहाँ पर है, it is somewhat flat, it is somewhat papery structure, very thin structure. This cotyledon, it is papery structure, it is very much elongated structure, which is called as scutellum. This is called as scutellum, and this is the what we call as this greenish line. It is the embryo sac in this embryonic axis, and it is what we will see पेलिम्यूल layer जो इसके पास है, this layer, this इसका जो पेलिम्यूल है, इसका जो टिप है, it is covered by means of this scaly layer या protective sheet which is called as coleoptile. And this radical part जो यहाँ पर हमारे पास है, that is also जो tip है उसका, it is covered by a protective layer which is called as coleorhiza. So here we will see three different terms are scutellum in case of this embryo, in case of this cotyledon, then this coleoptile and this coleorhiza. Now we have got another one, rice grain. If we draw the rice grain, we will find the difference. Then we will go further. The rice grain, it is somewhat जो हम देखते हैं structure में, only there is the difference in the structure. यहाँ पर somewhat maize में हम क्या देखते हैं, it is somewhat broader, but it is somewhat what we will called as this narrower, and rest the structure is almost same. This is this epithelial layer. This is the ऊपर वाला जो, it is the endosperm, and this is mainly starchy. It is mainly starchy. इसको यहाँ पर जो हम देखते हैं जो reserve food material है, that is the starch. While as in case of the endosperm dicot seed जो हमने पढ़ा कैश रखा, there is the fatty. Now here again when we draw this diagram, that is this is this embryonic axis, then we will find this scutellum, which is very thread-like structure is that, or which is somewhat papery structure rather. This, and again what we will see here, पेल्यूम्यूल, इसका जो टिप है, it is covered by a protective sheet, or it is somewhat scaly leaves are there, which is called as the coleoptile. And this radical, it is again that is called as a coleorhiza. Now this scutellum जो यहाँ पर भी है, still it is called as a cotyledon. What we will see, why when we talk of the cotyledon, this cotyledon simply means which have got the which reserves this food, जहाँ पर food reservation होती है, which have got the food reserved, and that food is then used for the embryonic development. Now this scutellum or this cotyledon, it didn't have got any this, इसमें हम देखते हैं कि reserve food material मौजूद नहीं होता है. Then why it is called as the cotyledon? Now in case of this endosperm, while this is the reserve food material, when this reserve food material get digested, it is then absorbed by the scutellum. Then this absorbed food is then used for this embryonic development. So indirectly हम क्या देखते हैं कि first this food which get digested, then this digested food is absorbed by the scutellum, then it is used, फिर ये use हो जाता है for this embryonic development. So this scutellum is called as the cotyledon. Indirectly, it behaves as the cotyledon. Now, अगर हम एक्चुअली इसकी बात करें, it does not behave like that, but indirectly it behaves like as the cotyledon, because whatever the food is in the endosperm, that endospermic food, it gets digested, then that digested food is absorbed by this scutellum, and then the जो food वहां पर होता है, it is used for the development of this embryo. So this was this endospermic monocot seed. Now we have got one more type, that is this non-endospermic monocot seed. That means there is no reserve food. For example, अगर हम यहाँ पर देखेंगे जो हमने वहां पर बताया था, that is the orchid. If we draw the diagram, since it has got no endosperm, what we will see in the center, what we will see, it is the embryonic axis. It is the embryonic, not too much long, it is the embryonic axis. It is the embryonic axis. Then this part, there is the, at this notch, what we will see is this the papery cotyledon. This cotyledon, this is the cotyledon. This again is called a scutellum. That means it has got no reserve food material. Again, what we will see from this side, जो इसका tip होता है embryonic axis का, it is covered by, जो plumule side इसका and radical side, that is covered by a protective sheet that is called as this plumule side, that is called as the coleoptile, and this coleorhiza. This is this structure. Now, since this plant, it has got no reserve food material, यहाँ पर reserve food नहीं होता है, that जो इसके हम देखते हैं कि germination जो होते हैं, it must germinate very much, it is very much हम कहेंगे कि इसकी germination जल्दी होनी चाहिए, so that जो embryo develop होगा, फिर leaves निकलेंगे, वो photosynthesis कर लेंगे, and then this plant, it will what we call as flourish, इसमें development हो जाएगी. Otherwise, अगर इसके हम जर्मिनेट टाइम पर नहीं होगा, इन अ वेरी शॉर्ट स्पैन ऑफ टाइम, इफ इट डज नॉट जर्मिनेट, फिर हम कहेंगे दैट दिस प्लांट, जो हम कहेंगे इट विल डाई, दिस seed, it will die, it will not develop this very important, very expensive plant that is called as the orchid. Now what we will see, आप जब आप टिश्यू कल्चर में पढ़ लेंगे, वहां पर हम क्या देखते हैं कि एक टेक्निक हमारे पास है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एम्ब्रियो रेस्क्यू. Rescue means bachana. Same is the case here in the tissue culture, how we can save this embryo, because it doesn't have got naturally it is food, किसके पास वो food नहीं है, ये बच जाएगा. So in tissue culture वहाँ पर एक टेक्निक हमारे पास है जहाँ पर इस embryo को हम बचा सकते हैं by means of this technique which is called as the embryo rescue. वहाँ पर जब हम इसको artificially nutrition provide करते हैं so that this embryo जो है it will survive. Before this, concluding these types of this what we call the seeds, we have got one more type of the seed that is called as perispermic seeds. What do we mean by the perispermic seeds? Perispermic seeds are actually the remains of the nucellus. Remains of nucellus, and these seeds are mainly found in black pepper. They are mainly found in black pepper and they are mainly found in the beetroot. जहां पर these seeds are perispermic seeds are found, and these are mainly the remains of the nucellus. Now when we go through the structure of the ovule, in the ovule अगर हम कहेंगे जो central part उसका होता है, it is filled with the cells, and these cells are called as nucellary cells. जो उसका central part होता है, these cells are called as nucellary cells. Now, some of these nuclear cells, they give rise to the megaspore mother cells. Megaspore mother cells. And बाकी जो they give rise, but sometimes जो nucleus होता है, they didn't give rise to these megaspore mother cells, but they remain as they are. And when the seed develop, उसमें क्या, from that nucleus, what is the seeds are developed, कि these nuclear cells, they did not give rise to the megaspore mother cells, but जो ovule होता है, when it develops into the seed, जो seed होता है, that seed contains the nucleus, and that type of seed is called as the perispermic seed, जो हम देखते हैं black pepper में देखते हैं या beetroot में देखते हैं. And these were the different types of the seeds. That is the dicot seed or monocot seed. We have studied this perispermic seed. That was all about these types of the seeds. In the next video, we will try to proceed further. Until then, goodbye. God bless you. Thanks.